Today we're going to work on Unit 2, Lesson 17 and Lesson 18. Okay, we're working on graphs of rational functions. Now all that means is fractions. Rational just means fractions. Okay, so now we're going to have x's on the bottom of a fraction. Okay, so we're just going to go to Desmos and we're going to play with this for just a minute. So let me switch out of here. Okay, so let's say we have the fraction 1 over x plus 2. Okay, so what I want you to catch here, okay, notice it's curve shaped, okay? Notice at -2, so let me just put that in here, x equals -2. See how this green curve gets really close to that purple line? Okay, both way up here on top and on the bottom. Okay, that purple line is called an asymptote. Okay, all that means is it gets really close to the line, but it never crosses it. Now here's how we find that. If you have x in the bottom of a fraction, okay, that asymptote is going to occur when the bottom of the fraction equals 0. So let's say I change this to, if I change this to x plus 7, our asymptote is now at x equals -7. Okay, because -7 plus 7 would give us 0. Okay, or if we go the other way, let's say we had x minus 3. Okay, our asymptote is now at x equals +3. Okay, because +3 minus 3 would give us 0. Okay, so that gives us an asymptote, okay, a vertical asymptote. Okay, all right. So the way we find a vertical asymptote is if x is in the bottom of a fraction, what's it take to force it to equal 0? Okay, super easy. All right, so that is all of lesson 17 for the most part. Okay, vertical asymptotes occur when there's an x on the bottom of a fraction. Okay, and we just solve it for 0, and that tells us where the vertical asymptote is. Okay, asymptotes are just where it gets close to that place but never crosses it. All right, so we're going to switch to lesson 18. Okay, so we're done with 17. That was fast. Okay. Lesson 18. Now we got to be careful here. We're going to do a couple of things here. Okay. First, it says to rewrite the equation. Okay. So we've got the equation x plus 7 over x. Now we've got x's both in the top and the bottom of that fraction. Now we know a lot about fractions that we bring with us from middle school and elementary school. I could rewrite this equation, okay, since I've got just one thing on the bottom, I could rewrite the top with common denominators. So this could be x over x plus 7 over x. Since it's common denominator, I could put it all over one denominator. Well, x divided by x, anything divided by itself is really 1. So this becomes 1 plus 7 over x. Now I want us to think about what happens there. Okay? This 1, okay, is a constant. Okay, let's call that c, plus we got something else there. Now what's happening here? As x gets really big, 7 over x becomes almost nothing at all. As x gets really big in the negative direction, okay, so this again gets really close to being nothing at all. Anything divided by a really big number is almost nothing. Okay, so this gets really close to 1. So let's go to Desmos and let's try graphing this. So we're going to graph x plus 7. Oh, I thought I had it. We're going to graph x plus 7 over x. Okay, so I know two things now. I know the bottom of this has an x in it. So that means I've got a vertical asymptote at x equals 0. Okay, so it's going to get really close to that x equals 0. Now I also know that because of the work I did on the paper a minute ago, it got really, really close to y equals 1. And we can see that right here. Because x divided by x equals 1 plus 7 divided by x gets really, really small and becomes almost nothing. So I create a horizontal asymptote, okay, at that constant. Okay, let's try another one of those. Okay, so let's go back to the paper here. So let's say let's look at C down here on the bottom. Okay, so C tells me I've got 1 over x plus 4x over x. Well, I can rewrite that as 1 over x plus 4x over x. And I know those x's cancel. So this becomes 1 over x plus 4. So I know I have two asymptotes. I have a vertical asymptote at x equals 0, and I have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 4. Okay, let's go to Desmos and try that, and let's see how that works. So clear those out of there. So I've got my equation is 1 plus 4x, 1 plus 4x over x. Okay. So I think I can see those asymptotes. Let's try the first one. The horizontal or the vertical asymptote is at x equals 0. Yep, right there. You can see the purple line, purple curve gets really close to that black line. And I've got a horizontal asymptote at 4. I had that constant of 4. So we're going to say y equals 4. Yep, there it is. I can see the purple line gets really close to the red line. Okay, so we can identify those asymptotes pretty easy. Okay, let's try one more of those. Let's say we have (3x plus 2 or plus 2 over x. Okay, so let's figure out where those asymptotes are going to be. Okay, so I believe the bottom is going to give me a vertical asymptote. When that bottom equals 0, I know I have an asymptote. So that's going to be x equals 0. Yep, I think that's right. Okay, I know I have a vertical asymptote then. 3x over x. 3x over x, that would cancel and just give me 3 plus 2 over x. That would get really, really small. So I think I have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 3. And there it is. I think that's right. Okay? All right. So I want you to be sure you catch a couple of things. Vertical asymptotes are always x equals. Horizontal asymptotes are always y equals. Vertical asymptotes come from the bottom. Horizontal come from, when you break this into its parts as two fractions, they come from finding whatever that constant would be. All right, good luck on this. Let me know if you need help, and give those practice problems a try.